Menu narration set to 100. Menu narration set to 100.
Not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Tennessee Titans taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we are underway from Pittsburgh. And he won't quite make it to the 25. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the former #1 overall pick from the University of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down. Ready.
Here's Ward. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25. 23 yards on the play. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And a short gain here, down to 22.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
Here's Johnson again on second down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now, Ward. Screenplay, Johnson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, Steelers. So they gave up the field goal, but boom, they get it right back. Don't even worry about getting their offense on the field. They return it on the kickoff.
So I see your 3 points
And raise
you 6. Double it up, coming right back at them. And if that's going to be the trade all game long, someone's going to be very happy with the end result.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So he took that one at the 6, returned it all the way to the end zone. An electric return it was, 94 yards to the house. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. He finds Matthews. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So no gain on the play. And it's 2nd down.
Ready.
Ward. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Morales. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. A cool little accomplishment for him passing the football. 25,000 yards. He just surpassed that for his career.
When he was a little guy in the backyard just throwing it around probably with his dad, he thought about playing in the NFL. He dreamed of it. But to put up these kind of numbers while doing so, that's got to be kind of cool for him. He'll enjoy the heck out of thinking about that when this one is over.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. looking to put a drive together.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That pass to 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Come on, come on. Hey! Cowboy 80.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Ready, ready. 60 ready.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And space tough to come by there as he'll give maybe a yard to the 37.
37-yard line.
2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8. Ready. 70 Timberwolves.
They run once more with Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
19, Tiger, 19.
They'll run. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On the ready.
Now Scott. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Titans'
Ready.
40-yard line.
On the carry, this is Scott. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line.
Yes, ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
26-yard line.
Cougar 19. Let's go.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Bronco 80. 70 Lions. 6 guys. Ready.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Now 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready, ready.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play.
Ready, ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Hey, alert! Alert!
He'll start with a handoff to Johnson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw, here's Ward. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Go!
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Tag! Viking 18! Ready!
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles! 18 Rattler! 18 Rattler! Buffalo 18! Dragon 60! 79 Broncos!
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, is spotted at the 49.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for us Steelers. 1st down.
Right back to him on 1st down. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Get it!
Here's Scott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
Bronco 80, 18, Pioneer, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger, Mustang 19, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is incomplete.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing is Ward. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That's taken on the 25. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. They go again with Scott. It's a solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And he missed it. It's no good. Halftime coming up. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Steeler offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots downfield.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Let's go now.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Okay, great.
At the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Hands it off out of the gun. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Trying. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Ready,
From the
set.
13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Ready.
Again, it's Taylor.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
Now a handoff looking right. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Boy, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
Panther 60. Ready.
Gabriel looking to throw. That is caught. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2nd down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. 3's all around.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together. And they start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Up the middle, Johnson.
And they'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Now Ward.
Over the middle, complete.
That's Williams.
And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far.
Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
They go to the ground again with Taylor.
Now he's free at the 35.
And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Let's go now.
A run here on 1st down with Reynolds.
And here he'll get it down to the 7th. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. It couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage.
A great play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. To throw is Ward. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Ward from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Here's J.K. Scott now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Back now in Pittsburgh. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready, ready.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. On the carry, it's Reynolds. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Titans set and ready to go on offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. quick throw going to be caught by Foster. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. They'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1.
At the 36-yard line.
They give up the middle to Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Now a 10th carry for Johnson.
And he will have a Titans first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Hey!
A shotgun handoff now to Foster. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Here we go. Bronco 80.
Ward now working out of the gun.
And Matthews makes the ground. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down. Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Check.
First down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Titans.
Out of the gun, they hand him Foster. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down on the play by Kayvon Thibodeau. 2nd and 10.
Check.
48-yard line.
Get it.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Back to throw. Moore.
That is incomplete.
So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
78 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
35-yard line.
Go! Panther 60.
Give to Reynolds.
And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
This 2nd and 4.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Now Richardson.
Going deep for Walker. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll hand off to Reynolds.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score, Might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on and get back to practice in the next couple of days.
At the 18-yard line.
Check, check.
They'll go again with Foster. Room here to run. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
4-yard gain on the play. And the Titans first down.
Going up the middle, Foster. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
18 Cardinal, 18.
Operating from the gun. Moore. And Matthews has it right side. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43.
Got ready.
13 yards. First down.
Ready.
They run up the middle with Foster. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, overall, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun, Ward. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Foster. 23 yards the pickup there. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
It's a gain of 7. That brings us.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1 and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday.